Today, we're talking about the dangers of distracted driving. Distractions can include using a cell phone, eating and drinking, changing the device and vehicle controls, and adjusting the audio and climate settings, as well as outside objects, people and events, and other occupants within the vehicle. In 2019, distracted driving was a reported factor in 8.5% of fatal motor vehicle crashes. A survey showed that 98% of people believe that using a mobile phone while driving is very dangerous. However, 28% of people still admit to doing it themselves. Driving distractions fall into one of three categories: manual, anything that involves taking your hands off the wheel; visual, actions that take your eyes off the road; and cognitive, activities that take your mind off driving. Let's take an in-depth look into 4 of the most common driver distractions. Mobile phones, including texting, messaging, calling, browsing social media, checking notifications, adjusting music, and hands-free technology. Driving without the crippling distraction of a phone requires 85% of your mental load. Using mobile phones can cause drivers to take their eyes and minds off the road and their hands off the steering wheel, making them 4 times more likely to be in a crash. Even when your eyes are off the road for just 2 seconds, a vehicle moving at 60 kilometers an hour travels more than 33 meters. The average person's time to react to an event is 1.8 seconds, meaning nearly 4 seconds can pass before the average distracted driver can react to a hazard, increasing their risk of a serious crash. The main offenders of distracted driving, 17 to 25-year-olds, saw a 7% decrease over the decade in driver fatalities. This decrease is due to raised awareness of the dangers, more driver-friendly communication technology, and increased fines for offenders. You can be fined $1,000 and have 4 demerit points recorded against your traffic history if your mobile phone is in your hand and being used for any reason, including when you're stopped at traffic lights or in congested traffic. Vehicle occupants, including pets and other animals, children, and passengers. Everyone hates backseat drivers, but they and other passenger-related interactions can cause a lot more harm than people think. Loud conversations, touching or direct contact with the driver, hanging arms and head out of the window, leaning forward and touching the driver's vehicle controls are all things passengers should not do. Eating and drinking, including drive-through, pick-up orders, and non-alcoholic beverages. While it's not illegal to eat while driving in Queensland, the government is aware of the dangers of the distracted driving it can cause. There have been drivers who are fined due to risky driving from consuming food. If spending 2 seconds looking at a mobile phone can put the driver and passenger in incredible risk, imagine the danger associated with focusing on eating and not spilling hot food or drink. Spilled hot drinks are hazardous themselves. Greasy and slippery foods give you less control over the steering wheel and the gear stick, and the divided focus on the road and food items can also become dangerous. An experiment found that the braking reactions of a driver using a mobile phone are slower than people driving under the influence of alcohol. This shows just how dangerous using a mobile phone while driving really is. So please, put your phone on silent, set your GPS before you leave, remind your passengers you need to focus on driving. If you really need to make a call, send a message, pull over and park safely first, and set the vehicle conditions such as the radio and mirrors before you leave. And remember, when you're on the road, the lives of those in your vehicle and outside are in your hands. So be responsible, safe, and think about your actions. Driving is a privilege, not a right.